Yo guys, what's up? It's Sugi, and today I'm gonna do a review that is not a MOBA. It is of course World of Tanks, and it has some similarities with the MOBA genre because it's still like a multiplayer online game that is PvP, and you are practically playing in an arena with a one character. In this scenario it's a tank, but it is kind of similarities because you have the whole customization aspect and you have a strategy aspect and everything, so some similarities can be drawn. But let's talk about the game itself. So initially when I didn't have played, I had certain thoughts about what the game would be like. I guess I thought it would be much more slow paced than it was. The games actually last quite, they can end in like minutes, you know, in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you know, they're pretty fast depending on the map and everything. So you have a wide range of different maps and they have different strategies, like some are more open, some have more buildings to take shelter from, and that's pretty cool. So there's diversity on the maps. Of course you have different type of tanks. You have light tanks, medium tanks and heavy tanks. Some will like move faster, some are better on certain environments. When you go through hills you have like much more like slower speed and everything like that, and some of course have higher damages and some have like miniguns installed or self-propelled guns, and I think that's pretty cool. So you have a lot of customization involved. You can, I think it's called a pilot, which you can choose, and they have different perks that like auto repairing much more higher, or more like stealth, like increase in bushes and something like that in the woods and everything. And there's a lot of pretty cool elements to the game. But the gameplay itself in normal mode is pretty much 15 versus 15, I think. Or yeah, 15 versus 15, and it will end till you destroy all enemy vehicles, or you know, the 50 minutes will expire and it will become a draw. Or of course there's the option to capture the flag, and you know, that's one of the strategy elements to have in the game. So sometimes you have few to defending the flag, so people won't be flanking from the sides and going to capture the flag, while the full enemy team is like doing a full on course attack. And there's a lot of interesting elements to the game, of course, that a lot of people have said it's a very pay to win. It is a practically freemium business model where the game is free to play, but participants have also like option to pay about premium features. And I'm not saying it's like, as for the prices, it seems like they are somewhat reasonable in this game. You can pay low as 2.5 euros to get some gold, which is the gold, well, the real life currency. And you can buy stuff. You can't buy all the stuff with the gold, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's how it works. So there's certain buffs you can get through by buying with real money. So some people are claiming it's pay to win, but I think to a certain extent it's a bit of an exaggeration. But sometimes you can truly feel when people are more prepared and experienced and they have better tanks, you will feel sometimes a bit useless in the matchup. As for the gameplay itself, like, it feels like the first 3 or 2 minutes are really slow when everybody's going to positions, and then the battle starts and it's like done in seconds. Sometimes you can get like one hit by a bullet or something and you're destroyed. And in this game, I like kind of draw a bit of a like comparison to CS, Counter-Strike and CSGO, because it feels like everything really comes down to aiming, but unlike in CS, you can actually dodge the bullets to an extent and get less damage. And the positioning in this game is crucial. Like, if you do a misposition, you will get punished for it and you will probably die. Like, if you go too much in the open, you'll get destroyed. And of course there's like, when you move and shoot, the aim is like much worse. So when you stay still, the aim is much better. And there's a lot of strategical depth and like differences between the tanks and bullets and everything, and that's pretty cool in the game. However, after playing few rounds of the game, I think like even though there's like few different game modes, they still like are very similar to each other. I feel the game doesn't necessarily have that much replayability. Of course you can play the game in your iPad or Android tablet these days, so it's a pretty much good game for them, but the version on then is a bit different, of course. But I felt The replayability is not that great in this game. Of course, you can choose different tanks and everything like that, but the gameplay pretty much stays the same. And I sometimes feel it can be redundant afterwards, but maybe it's just an ideal game to play 2 or 3 games a day, not just like 15 hours a day. I don't see like people playing like massive amounts of hours of this game in like one day. I think it's a really like a chill game to play like 1 or 2 games a day. But that's just my opinion, of course, and some people are like, I respect if you want to have a different opinion than I do. But that's how the feel I got from the game. Overall, the Metacritics and everything have been ranking it really high. The game, I don't really fully buy into the hype of this game. I guess the reason why it's so popular, I guess it's a lot comes down to the accessibility of the game. It supports like lower end PCs. You have like, it's actually really good and nice to be played on like low resolutions, and you can do other stuff on the side. And it's pretty much fast-paced, so you don't have to wait 20 minutes the game to start. Like, the queue times are ridiculously low, which is a great thing. And the games can be like really campy sometimes, and sometimes they're really fast. So it has like its perks, but I think it's just doesn't really offer much to people who played like every time like 3 years in a row, every day, 3 years in a row. I just don't see that compelling on like the investment you should put into playing such amount of hours in this game. But thanks for watching this video. If you're interested, please register for the game on the description from the link below. It helps me out a bit, and give the video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later in the next video.